Hey guys, it's me again. Just a brief rant today, this afternoon. I just want to encourage each and every single one of us who are truly watching and despairing for the Lord's glorious appearing to just keep looking up. We are so close. I don't have a date or anything yet. I'm still waiting for the Lord to give me that direct revelation, and I believe He will give it to us, to those of us who are truly seeking Him. I've been saying that for forever now. But main reason I'm making this video is because a lot of these so-called Christian leaders, they are just ignoring the signs of the times. In certain cases, they're completely rejecting it, just refusing to acknowledge it. And it's sad with everything that's happening in Israel, the two-state solution and all that. I'm not going to claim to be an expert on what's really happening, but all these things happening is just pointing towards the very, very soon great tribulation. And that means the rapture is even closer. And you have guys like Ken Ham. I'm sure most of you have heard of him, talking about who's going to take up the mantle since John MacArthur died. What about the future generations of believers? What future generations? I guess it's okay to talk about quote unquote future generations of believers, but there's not even any acknowledgement of the season that we're in. It's okay to talk about, some sort of future if, you're a Christian leader of some sort. But how hard would it be to mention something like, should the Lord tarry? Or if we're still here? But no, there's none of that. These guys talk as though the world is just going to keep on going and going and going for many, many more generations. Then you have a guy like Amir Sarfati who's completely denying the events and what, that are happening, with the United Nations concerning Israel. And he's thinking annexation. He's really looking forward to that. A lot of these guys, they just enjoy their worldly success. And, the rapture is just a bummer to them. As I've said many times before, these so-called Christian leaders, they're like the rapture police. Whenever the little people like us start getting excited for the rapture because of what we're seeing all around us, and in a lot of cases, the Lord's giving us little signs, personal signs here and there, just to keep us looking up, to keep our hopes up. But then here comes these Christian leaders telling us that there's nothing to see here, folks. You can go leave now. Not gonna be any rapture soon. Don't be silly. Don't be foolish. Don't be stupid. It's like they lose their prominence whenever we do get excited about the rapture, and they can't stand that. They're so madly in love with this world and their success in this world. As I've said many times before, all these pastors, Christian leaders, they have no problem with the rapture as long as it's just a happy thought, a concept, something that's perpetually on the horizon, a Hakuna Matata. As long as we keep the rapture in that safe space for them, they're cool. But when they start seeing us pack our bags to leave this filthy world behind, they'll be the first to arrive at the scene, telling us, hey, there's nothing here. This isn't pointing to the rapture. This isn't pointing to the Great Tribulation. Go on. as you were. But guys, we are so close. I don't know why the enemy is trying so hard to discourage us. But he is. And as I've been saying for forever now, there's no better way to prevent people from watching than to brainwash them that we will never know the day and the hour. Because what is the point of watching if we'll never know anyway? And this is why Satan has spent decades, if not more, brainwashing the generations that the verse, "Nobody knows the day or the hour," is referring to the rapture. And even so-called watchmen channels quote that verse because it's an excuse for them each time they get the dates wrong. Don't blame us. Nobody knows the day and the hour. We're just doing our best here. But as I've been saying, guys, we will know the exact day and hour of the rapture. We need to go directly to the Lord for that revelation. And those of us who are truly despairing for the rapture to be with the Lord will get a special crown, which the Bible makes a really big deal of. And the way the enemy is trying so hard to prevent us from watching makes me think that that crown is really a big deal. Even though, as I've said many times before, I personally don't see what the big deal is about this shiny metal thing on my head. But it's got to have more meaning than simply just a piece of jewelry. So don't lose your crown, guys. Keep on watching. Keep on looking up. Keep on despairing. We are at the finish line. If you have a favorite pastor, a favorite Christian leader guy, Christian personality, you know who all the big names are. I'm not going to name all of them. I don't know too many of them, but there's enough. They are not the authority. Our only authority when it comes to the things of the Lord, and especially when it comes to prophecy and the rapture, is the Lord. These guys, the big guys, the really popular, high-profile Christian leaders, spokespeople, they talk as though nothing's up. They talk as though the rapture is not going to happen soon. But we don't have to really think about that kind of thing. Just think about politics. Think about the future. We're going to be here for a long time. That's how they want us to think. As I've been saying all along, once your ministry is tied to finances, it's bankrupt. It's no longer being powered by the Lord. If you're making money off of it, it doesn't matter if it's cents or millions of dollars. If you're monetized on YouTube, if you're monetized on Twitter or any social platform, or if you're running a mega church, anything in between, it doesn't matter. If you're making money off of the Lord's name, then it's not real ministry anymore. I'm not saying that the Lord can't work through it in spite of that, but as far as these individuals who are in charge of these things are concerned, they've traded in their birthright for a bowl of soup. That's what happened. And a lot of their messages is tainted and motivated by self-interest, probably inspired by the devil himself. And my message is, because I'm just ranting, is to keep looking up, because our redemption draws near. Do not be discouraged by how silent your favorite pastor or Christian personality might be about the rapture, because that's their play. That's their strategy, to don't make such a big deal about it. Just don't talk about it. Don't even say anything bad about it. It's not worth talking about. But it doesn't matter what the big guys are saying. Listen to the tugging of the Holy Spirit in your heart. I've never felt this way before about the rapture. I've never felt such despair for as long as I've been a believer. And I believe this feeling is shared by many, many others. But I'm also sure that this feeling is not shared by the big guys because they're too in love with this world. They love their success. They love their fame. They love their status. And the rapture is just something that's going to cramp their style. So the less they talk about it, the less they hear about it, the better for them. So keep looking up, guys. We're close. Go directly to the Lord for that revelation. I know you'll know the exact moment of the rapture soon. And I believe the rapture is going to be soon. So just keep looking up, guys. I'll see you guys next time. And hopefully there won't be a next time.